Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy Jay Freshman. Hope you having a nice day. Today, I want to really actually start a whole new series for mixing called Mixing in Context because I just want to show you from a perspective on how I go about mixing, but also how you should think about mixing and understanding it's not going to always be the same every time you do it because, you know, if you're making it, it's cool to have presets and all, but it's like if you're doing that for every mix, you're not really exploring or expanding your creativity when it comes to mixing. So I just want to show you guys a few tips and tricks and pretty much. So let's just get to it. But before we do that, I got a package that just came to me. So let's go check that out. All right, so let's go see what this package is all about. Hey, what's up, Violet? Say hello. She like, what the hell is this? But, all right, let's go. Dun 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 dun. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I've been waiting for this package for a minute. This shit about to be fucking dope. Hey, but we're gonna go to the mixing video and to stay in tune to the end so you can see what's in this package. All right, so we're here in the mix right now for this West Coast beat that I made. I posted on Instagram like a couple of days ago, but I'm gonna play it back so you guys know which so you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Uh. All right, so pretty much that's the beat. As you can see, the first thing I always say is to level your beat. So I always have my kicks hitting at about 9 dB. So let's look at it. So what I did was put a soft clipper on it because if you want your kicks to hit hard, go to your channel rack, turn it up in the channel rack, but then also click on the envelope and then turn it up in the volume. So when you do that, it's going to be like this. Let me just copy this. I'm going to turn off the clipper and I'm going to turn off the limiter. I'm going to show you how it was before and turn it back up. So pretty much that's how you, like, you don't need any more tutorials that shows you how to like make your kicks hit hard. It's really just about turning it up and then taming it. So I turn it up in the envelope and I also turned it up in the channel rack. So now when it's coming in, you can see it's clipping, but it's knocking. And so what we don't want is for it to clip. So we put the soft clipper on it, boom. And then I think I put a limiter on it because like it was just jumping up when it did like the double hits. Let me see if I can find part. Let me just go to the chorus. I, I don't remember why I put a limiter on it, but I'm pretty sure I seen it like bounce up. It wasn't being stable, and I wanted to stay at 9. So pretty much that's what I did. And then I level out the hi-hats. So when it comes to leveling, you know, always go in a order of priority, meaning that what do you want to stick out the most, and not to stick out the most, also what is, you know, dictating the groove of your track. And usually the kick and the hats is the main thing. A lot of people like to link up their kicks to the snares, which is you could go about it that way as well. But I like to level my hi-hat first and then my snare, because sometimes if you just level your kick with the snare could just be like too loud sometimes, even when it's at the same, dB reading. That don't mean nothing, because the snare could come in very hot, and depending on the sample, they probably turned it down after they made a clip. So it's just a little technical stuff beforehand, but that's why I just like to do the hi-hats first, find a pocket. So what I mean by finding a pocket is like, you just gotta kind of think about it like this. That is very loud. Like, that's piercing. Just keep pressing stop and play. That will help you find the pocket. So the pocket, what I mean by pocket is like, you could just kind of feel that it fits, and by the feeling, meaning like the energy wise as well. Like, having it this low, you can't really feel it. That's too piercing. There goes the pocket. See? And then this snare was actually, leveled out correctly going in. It's all about the sounds going in. And that's why gain staging is important. A lot of you guys may I seen this one producer where he was telling people that gain staging is really not important on Twitter. And I see where he was coming from, but at the same time, it kind of is if you're brand new, especially if you're brand new to FL, because the way you turn it up from your channel rack and all of this stuff, like what I just did with the kick, you had to turn it back down, because if you didn't turn it back down, your kick would just be clipping. So, just a little heads up on that. Now, with this track, I don't know if you guys noticed, I had 3 different type of 808s. So let's just go to that. And that's how you mix it up. A lot of you is probably just keeping one 808 going. Sometimes mix it up, because when I was listening to this beat, it's not something that I purposely did. I just was going through my drum kit, and then I was like, damn, that bass hits nice with it. Oh, that bass hit nice with it. Oh, this one too. Let me see if I could put them in the right way. So this is how it went. That's the first one. Second one. Back to the first one. I think the third one comes in at the end of the second bar. See, boom, boom. And see, it just sounds nice. So pretty much what I did is just basic leveling. And you can see I put it in mono right here, but it wasn't necessary because I made an 808 bus and I put it in mono in the imager, which I just brought it all the way down. So if you're gonna use like different 808s, just make sure you level it so that so one is not higher than the other when it comes in. So look. So obviously these might have a little bit of a difference of dB reading, but you really just got to go by ear. So that's pretty much what I did, and I leveled it. Now let's go to the 808 bus that I did. So pretty much I put it in mono first, then I also turned it up. I turned it up and put a I was wondering. I turned it up and I put a soft clipper on it, and then I put a limiter on it to push it up, which the limiter should actually go before the soft clipper, because pretty much I wanted to kind of like level it out but also make it loud like I did with the kick. So I will put the limiter in front of the soft clipper so that it doesn't clip. Then I put the side chaining with the 808. So instead of trying to side chain like separately, you got to think in groups, So it was just a lot easier to side chain the 808 to the kick. And I like this side chain because it's like a multi-band compressor side chain. So it's compressing it every time the kick hits. And then I was about to put distortion on it, but I'm like, you know, it's already hidden. And so I just took it off. And then I took out some of the highs. So now we have that. And then I just bring in the sounds. And it's all about leveling, man. Like, that's the main point you want to focus on. Let's go to this piano real quick. So let's see what I did with the piano. Took out some mud in the 300 range. When it comes to low mid and your track is sounding muddy, you want to look in the low mid range and cut out a little. And I cut out some of the low end, boost some of the highs. It's not really present, but you know, subtle. The guitar sounded good. Like, I could put reverb and all that. There was already reverb on it from the preset in Nexus. So pretty much you can see I'm not really doing too much with my mix, and that's what it is. Like, you don't want to really do too much because like sometimes, like, let me know in the comments if you been through this before where you were just trying to do too much to your track and it just sounded crappy at the end, and you should have had kept it from where there was like barely any mix on it. You know, it's just really about the vibe. I don't like to get very systematic when I make my music. Like, I just go with the vibe. Like, I didn't really feel I needed to put reverb and delay. Like, yeah, it would sound cool, but as a producer, I just think about the ending results. Like, I want to. It's not gonna end with me. It's gonna end with the artist and the engineer. You know, this is just the idea, and that's how I look at it. Maybe it's wrong or not. Like I said, there's no wrong or right. It's just, you know, what is your intentions and how you're gonna go about doing things. And for me, like, if the artists feel like they want to add like a delay with it, then it will make sense in that post-production because the artist is going to have a certain vibe to it that I don't even know yet. You feel me? A good habit to get into would probably be make the beat the first day, second day you mix it, and then third day you could probably master it. But for me, I would just mix and master the second day. So there you guys have it. Let me know in the comments if this helped you out. And there's going to be more videos that I'm going to go more in depth, and I'm going to really get more into the mixing as well. I'm not going to be too lazy. Like, this one was just chill and laid back. I didn't really feel like I had to do much. But yeah, have a nice day. All right, so I did say wait to the end, and now we're going to figure out what's in this package. So let's go. I'm about to rip this motherfucker. New merch, mother. So I just came up with my new merch, anti-original. As you can see, it says it on the sleeves. If I could get a good shot at it. Anti-original. Boom. Good artist copy, great artist still. That's what it is. You feel me? I'm gonna try this on real quick, and I'm gonna get back to you guys and explain why a little about this t-shirt or sweatshirt. Anti-original, first edition. Good artist copy, great artist still. So pretty much the idea behind this whole brand was